In this lesson, we'll be learning the place value. What is the place value? Place value is a position of a number in a group of numbers. Place value is the position of a number in a group of numbers. So just like the position, in case you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and like the video. Thank you for subscribing. So we have the first place value is the unit. After the unit, we have the tens. After tens, we have the hundred, the thousand, the 10,000. That's TTH. We have the 100,000. This HTH, and we have the million. So we have the 10 million, which is this 100 million, and the billion. So place value can go forever. Like that, you can have 10 billion, 100 billion, and quadrillion, 10 quadrillion, 100 quadrillion, and quintillion. So place value can go forever like that. So just do not forget that place value is the position of a number in a group of numbers. The place value, as every figure goes to the left, so it shows values that are 10 times bigger. It shows figures that are 10 times bigger. That's like making them 10 times bigger. And its figures goes to the right, it shows values that are 10 times smaller. It shows values that are 10 times smaller. What does that mean? That means the tens is 10 times bigger than unit, the 100 is 10 times bigger than tens, the 1,000 is 10 times bigger than this, and that's how it is. So the knowledge of place values makes us to be able to write in words and also to write in figures. So it allows us to comprehend what a figure is and also to write our figures in expanded form. So the understanding of this will definitely help us a lot. So what does how many zeros and digits do they have? So let's have them on the board. So the units, which is just one. So unit is expected to have nothing. Unit is just one. So is the ones. So that can be 1, 2, 3, to 9. So it can even be 0. So but when it comes to tens, tens has 1 0, 1 0, 1 0, and 2 digits. 2 digits. So for tens, it has to be 2 digits. So for 100, 100 has 3 zeros. Sorry, 100 has 2 zeros. 2 zeros and 3 digits. 3 digits. So to make it faster, let's fast forward to 1,000. So 1,000 is expected to have 3 zeros. That's what zeros connotes is the number that can be behind it. So it's expected to have 3 zeros and of course 4 digits. 4 digits. So why the 10,000? The 10,000, okay, let's abbreviate it that way, is expected to have 4 digits and uh, is expected to have 4 zeros and 5 digits. 5 digits, that's for 10,000. So the 100,000, let's continue on this page. So the 100,000, so that is the 100,000. So let's abbreviate it. So it's expected to have zeros, so 5 zeros, and of course 6 digits. 6 digits. Why the million has 6 zeros, 6 zeros, and 7 digits. 7 digits. So it continues. It continues to million, billions, and the like. So let's fast forward to billion. So billion, for a figure in billion, is expected to have 9 zeros, 9 zeros, okay, and of course 10 digits, 10 digits. So what do we need to note very well in these place values? We need to note those breakers. Those breakers, they are very important for us to appreciate a figure. The first breaker being 1,000, the second breaker being million, and the third one here billion. So we need to understand the number of zeros and digits they have. So for 1,000, a 1,000 has 3 zeros, 3 zeros, And of course, it has 4 digits. If you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for million, that is 6 zeros. 6 zeros. Okay, 6 zeros, and of course 7 digits. So if you count it one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 digits. So and if you count the figures behind it, which are the zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 zeros. So for billion, a billion is expected to have 9 zeros, which you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and of course 10 digits. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and do not forget to watch more videos on these place values so that you can see how we write our place values in expanded form, and also we write in words and in figures. Thank you for watching. You want to be writing figures in expanded form. So in case you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel and put on the notification bell to know when new videos are uploaded. Thank you. So to write this figure in expanded form, how do we do that? So to do that, you have to take note of their place values. So that's why we see how the place values on the board. And if you do not know the place value, try to watch the previous video, or you watch the only one video that I've uploaded on place values, and that has everything regarding place value, writing in words and writing in figures. So for example, the place value of these four, so for you to know it, you have to start from here: unit, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, 100,000, million. So that's 4 million. So, and you write the 4. So million is expected to have 6 zeros. So other figures behind it will become 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that becomes 6 zeros. 6 zeros. If you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 zeros. Then you put your plus. Then you move to the next figure, which is this 9. So then you check. So you write the 9 as well. Other figures become 0. That's units, tens, 100,000, 10,000. The 10,000 is expected to have 5 zeros. You can watch the previous videos I've uploaded. So that's completed 5 plus the next one, which is this 2. So 2, that's 10,000, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yes, 4 zeros. So that would be 2 plus 4 zeros. Okay. So then you continue plus this 4. So that is how many zeros? 1, 2, 3. So you write the 4 and the 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 plus this next one, which is this 9. So, and how many zeros does it have? 1, 2, 1, 2 plus 2 NT plus 1, which is the unit. So that means to get this done, that becomes 4 million plus 900,000 plus 20,000 plus 4,000 plus 900 plus 20 plus 1. So that is this figure in an expanded form. But in the second example, you can see that this expanded form is kind of tricky. So because we have some zeros, so but it's easy, very easy to do. So to get this done, you just keep those places you have zeros, you skip them. So that means you start from with this one, that's 5. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. That becomes 50,000. That becomes 50,000. And the next one, which is D0. 0 means nothing, so we skip it and we'll move to the 5. So we got to skip this. So we'll move to the 5. So that will be plus 5. 1, 2, that's 500. Plus the next figure is also 0, so we skip it as well. I'll move to the 7. So that's 7, nothing behind it. So that means that to write these figures in this figure in an expanded form, we skip the zeros. That becomes 50,000 plus 500 plus 7. That's 50,507. So for you to appreciate the figures, we can group it in threes: 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. So that's 4 million. So and this as well, comma. So this as well, comma, yes. And we've done this already. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and put on the notification bell. Video want to write figures in words. That's numerals in words. So how do we do that? How do we do that? So the first thing to do is to group your figures. You group your figures. You start from the unit, which is the figure at the end, which is the ones. So you group in threes. So you group in threes and you name the group. You pronounce what you have in each group and you write it out. So the reason why we still have these place values on the board is to guide us. So do not forget you need to have this in your head, like units, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, quadrillion, trillion, sorry, trillion, and 10 trillion, 100 trillion, quadrillion. So you need to have that in your head. It continues to that, at least the basic, know it to trillion. So how do we write this? How do we write this? Please, in case you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and put on the notification bell. That's the only way you can support me. Okay, and you can watch more videos to improve your math skills and basic understanding. So to do that now, let's now group and name. So you start units, tens, hundred. So that's one group. You comma it. 10,000, 10,000, 100,000, comma, million, 10 million, 100 million, comma. So for every group, you name it. So this first three group is ordinary group. That's the normal figure we used to know. And the next group, that is whatever is there, is pronounced to thousand. So the next group, whatever is there, is pronounced to million. So and of course the next group is billion. So if it continues, so any figure you have in the first three group, okay, which I like to call the first group. So the first group is ordinary group. So the second group, that is the thousand group. The third group, that is the million group. And of course, the fourth group is the billion group. And it continues like that. So do not forget, now we're going to do that to what we have here. And we pronounce every figure to the group name. You get it now? So that is it. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. So we don't have more than three groups. Now let's say this is ordinary group and this is thousand according to what you have there, and this is of course million. So now to write this in words, you start from the highest, which is this, and you read it to the lowest. So now let's get started. This is now 6 and 0, 60 million. 420,004. 60,420,004. So that is easy. And do not forget, few things you need to note when you're writing in words is this. Like we have 004 is 4, just FOUR 4. And if you have it as 400, that is 400. That's 400. And if you have 040, that's 40. That's 40. So 40, 400, and 4. So do not forget that. As we have 004 here, that is automatically 4. Okay. Why 420 is also different from 402. 420 is 420. 402 is 402. Why 042 is 42. So do not make that mistake. And just like in normal counting. Now let's try this in words. Okay, that's 60 million. That's 60 million, yes. 420,000, 420,000, okay, and 4, and 4, 4. So that is the first one. Now let's do the same thing with our second example. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. Yes, this is actually a long figure. It's a long figure. So now let's name the group. This is our ordinary group. Okay. And this is our thousand group, the second group. The third group, which is our million. And of course, the last, which is billion. So now let's start. Let's pronounce it. Okay, we pronounce it to the group name. 1 billion, 501 million 12,141, as you can see. So do not forget 501 is what we have for the million, 012 is what we have for the thousand, and 141 for the ordinary group. So that becomes 1 billion, okay, 501 million 501 million 12,000, okay, 141 141. So thank you for watching. Please don't not forget to subscribe and put on the notification bell. Thank you. In this lesson, we want to write in words. So how do we write in words? So in this lesson, we want to write in words. So how do we write in words? So in this lesson, we want to write in figure. So we want to write words in figure. So figures that are already in words, that means numbers that are already in words, we want to transfer it to figure, that's the numeral. So how do we write in numeral? So to be successful in this, you need to note your place values. That's where we have them: units, tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, billion. So you need to know your place values, and you also need to understand that every place values has a stopping point. So you do that, you write it, because writing in words, at least for experts, writing in figures rather for experts is quite easy, but for you that are just learning to write, it's a little bit tricky. So now let's get started. So you take note of your breakers, that's the thousand, the million, and of course billion. So when you get to the breaker, you stop, you write the figure, and you give it the number of zeros that it has. So now let's start with the first one. So we have 50 million. So you start with that 50. How many zeros does a million have? What does a million have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And spread out properly. Spread out, write clearly. Spread it out. Do not forget, million has 6 zeros. So that's 50 million, 50 million, 6 zeros. So we've done that. Now let's move to the next one. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000 has how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, that's 3 zeros. So you can watch my previous videos if you do not know the number of zeros and digits that every figure has. So you can actually watch the previous videos to know that. So 1,000, that's 1,000. So to make it align by the extreme right, you can rewrite the zeros first. So since you know 1,000 has 3 zeros, you write the 3 zeros first, 1, 2, 3, and of course 1, so that everything can be straight because it has to be straight. And 14, 14, 14 is just the ordinary, so no thousand, no names on it. So that is it. So then at this stage, you just pretend you are adding up, like bringing them down, okay, the way they should be. So that is a 4, 1, 0, 1 here, 0, 0, 0, 5. So that is our figure. So to try to pronounce it and see if you have the same thing, let's group. 1, 2, 3, group. 1, 2, 3, group. So now comma. So now let's group it the way we explained the writing in words. Let's go. 1, 2, this is ordinary group. This is 1,000 group. And this is million group. Now let's try to pronounce it to see if it's the same with what we have. 50 million, 001, that's 1, 1,000, and 14. Yes, you're correct. So that's how to check if your answer is actually correct or wrong. So to move to the second example, let's do that quickly. So 2 million, that's 2 million has 6 zeros. Do not forget 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, making 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. So, and 211,000. Do not forget 211,000. 1,000 has 3 zeros. So now let's have our 3 zeros first. And 211, that's 211. 211. Do not forget that you don't need to write 200 here and write 11. No, no, no. The 1,000, you just note your breakers because you can't have more than the breakers that you're supposed to have. So if you have like 1,000 and million, which is the highest, that means you're going to have 3 lines, just the way we have it here. But if you have up to billion, then you have 4 lines after you've written them out. So now let's continue. That's 211,000. 211,000. So, and the last one is 6. Okay, we have 106. 106. That's 106. 106. So then at this stage, we pretend we are adding up by bringing all the figures down. Do not forget, no figure greater than 1 can be on each other. Okay, sorry, no figure greater than 0 can be on each other. So if you check our arrangement, it's not that we're having any figure greater than 1 here. So this only 4 here, only 1 here, only 1 here. So that's another way of checking if you are making a mistake or you are making a progress. So let's proceed. So this is 6, so it's not like we are adding up, we're just bringing them down. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 2. So now let's group to know if our answer is correct or wrong. 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. So this is ordinary group, this is thousand, right? And this is million. So now let's pronounce it. So 2,211,106. Then we're correct. So that's how to check if your answer is correct or wrong. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and put on the notification bell to know whenever I upload new videos.